guys, Aaron Fragnino here, back again with another video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. We're on our way to PewDiePie status here pretty soon. So today we're going to focus on a new real estate topic. A lot of people love this topic, how to find a steal. All right, I've done over 300 real estate transactions, some as a realtor, some as a wholesaler. I've gotten properties for $50 and sold for $20,000. I have crazy stories we can go into, but we're going to talk about how I find steals and how I found steals in the past and how you can do the same in your real estate market. So let's jump right into it today. How to find a steal of a real estate deal. First of all, sheriff sale auctions. All right, I'm going to be honest, these have been drying up a little bit here in New Jersey, but they were amazing in 2016, 2017. It was like shooting fish in a barrel. All right, we'd go there, we'd steal 1 or 2, 3 properties at auction. There was no one there. There was tons of deals coming to foreclosure. It was after the recession, right around 2015, 16, and I got in a little late. I wish I was doing it more 14, 15, but I got into 2016 and we were crushing it. We still crush it at sheriff sale auctions. We get less deals. We probably get 1 or 2 deals a month. We do 4 auctions a week. We get 1 or 2 deals a month. That's not all that great anymore, but it is still a good use of our time. We have a good system with it, so we're able to kind of move through the properties quickly with the help of our staff and properly execute on deals. So sheriff sale auctions are a great way to get discounted properties in your neighborhood. Every county has a different sheriff sale auction. Some very rural counties have very few. Other inner city areas with more population is going to have more foreclosures coming to market. So check out sheriff sale auctions. If you don't know how to buy them, they're a little risky. You got to put down 20%. It's not refundable. There's a lot of tricks to the trade. We do generally assign the bid. Okay, we tend to not close on the properties. We wholesale most of the properties you come across. We'll buy the bigger stuff or the really, really good stuff, but most of the time we just assign the bid, we wholesale the property, and we make a quick profit. So that's a whole other video, how to sheriff sale, how to wholesale auction properties is a whole other video that's quite in depth. But if you're somewhat of an experienced investor and you have that 20% down, great place to find discounted properties is the sheriff sale auctions. Distressed tax lien sales. So you can buy tax liens regularly. That's a great way to get discounted properties. You do have to take the property to foreclosure to take title. That doesn't always work, and of course it can take multiple years to do that depending on the state you're in, and there's cost to that as well. You also have to keep paying the taxes. All right, so another tax lien holder doesn't get in front of you or behind you. So the distressed tax lien sales, what we look for are cities that are doing accelerated tax lien sales, or situations where there's so many tax liens in that city. Like Irvington, New Jersey is an inner city area that's kind of struggling, and they have a bunch of tax lien sales. And so every year, same with Patterson, New Jersey, there's kind of a struggling inner city area. So they do these tax lien sales, kind of move these ugly abandoned properties off the market, and guys like us come in and we're able to buy them, fix them up, get them rented out, and now of course that helps the whole neighborhood, and at the end of the day that really helps these cities out. So they like guys like us that come in, we buy these tax liens. Sometimes they allow for an accelerated foreclosure process. Sometimes they'll be run by auction companies, MaxSpan Auction, Real Estate Auction. We've worked with them a lot. They're pretty good. You know, so you go to these auction events and they auction off the tax liens and you bid on them. You need a lot of cash to do this. You need cash to do all this basically, okay, except for the drive for dollars. But for the most part here, distressed tax lien sales is a great way to then get a discounted tax lien, take the property to foreclosure, take title of the property, and go ahead and get a steal of a deal. I got a 3-family in Irvington for $25,000 at a tax lien auction. 2 years later, I was the proud owner of it. We put another $40,000 into it, and then it appraised for $250,000. So we pulled out $175,000. Of course, we're into it for about 100, even less, actually much less than that. We're into it for about 75 grand or so. And essentially we were able to profit about another $75,000 in cash, get back our initial investment as well, and then of course move on to bigger and greener pastures. So great way to get discounted properties for sale is tax liens. Out-of-state owners. We do direct mail to out-of-state owners. We find that that's the greatest source of worn-out landlords. Out-of-state owners meaning you own a property in a state, but you live out-of-state, so we hit them with direct mail and nice little letter pieces that get opened, okay? So we do lots of direct mail to out-of-state owners. We do other marketing methods to out-of-state owners. We find direct mail works the best because you tend to find an older demographic. Demographics such as mine, us silly millennials, we don't really open the mail or pay too much attention to it, where a gentleman or a woman above the age of 50 or 60 will tend to really focus on their mail a little more rather than go online and shop around for better offer, like people like Me to my age group, we are tough to sell to, but I feel the older demographic is a little bit easier to sell. They're also ready to sell their property. Maybe they owned it for a long time. So look for out-of-state owners. Great marketing strategy is to market to out-of-state owners with direct mail. That's another great source of how we found deals. One time I bought a 3-family and a 5-family for about $200,000. I turned around, I sold the 5-family for $200,000, and then I sold the 3-family for $150,000. So do the math. Obviously, that was a great 6-figure profit, and that was a deal we found from direct mail to out-of-state owners. Network. So our network is probably the single greatest source of deals right now at this time. Just because the markets are drying up a little bit, the sheriff sale auctions are drying up, the tax lien sales just aren't happening right now. I think there's another one coming up in a few months or so, but for what the areas we focus on, nothing much going on right now with that. And then of course our out-of-state mail, direct mail is working, but it's not like, a heavy flow of deals all the time. It depends on how you're doing the marketing and how much you're putting towards it and when we're sending out the letters and everything like that. So there's a limit on how many people we can hit and how many leads we can procure from that if we're focusing on certain markets. But our network is endless. Our network of wholesalers, realtors, property owners, landlords, just general real estate professionals with their ear to the ground, people in my family, friends. My grandma passed away. We don't know what to do with her house. It smells like dead cats. I think there's a bunch in there. Awesome, I'm your man, right? So my network is really where it's at. These days you have no excuse. With social media, you can get out there with a few clicks of a button. Obviously you gotta have a good brand, keep going out there, have a good reputation, don't post a bunch of stuff about politics, especially if you're a Republican, and basically just network. So always be building your network, always be reaching out to people out there. When you're networking to raise capital, you're also networking to find deals, okay? It goes hand in hand. And we got a great unit in Berkeley Heights recently, a nice 14 unit. We just knew the owner, we had called him, he's about to put it on the market. He said, you know what, I know you guys, come out and give me an offer. We gave him a reasonable offer, and now we're buying a steal of a deal in Berkeley Heights. So because we knew the guy, we're getting that deal for a great price. That's it. It's who you know a lot of times in this business. So always be networking for deals and capital. But your network can be an amazing source if you work it properly. Be the go-to guy to come with those deals. You're a wholesaler, I have 10,000 buyers on my list. I'll help you find a buyer for your property. Whenever you get a wholesale deal, send it to me first. Wow, that's a great strategy for that guy. Now he has access to 10,000 buyers. Now I can use his deals to go sell to my buyers. I can co-wholesale and we can split the fee. I don't have to run around and market to find these deals or go invest a ton of money to find the deals or put a contract together on auctions or whatnot. I can now work with people that bring me the deals. I bring in the buyer. It's a nice win-win for everyone. We split the profits. That's called co-wholesaling, and my network allows me to do that and allows me to find great deals. Driving for dollars. This is quite simple. If you want to get started in real estate, the best thing for you to do is, as a wholesaler, if you want to be a wholesaler, drive for dollars, okay? It's really simple. You drive in your car, you look for abandoned properties, generally inner city areas. You're going to be better for this. There's more real estate there. There's more abandoned properties. And you're going to be writing down the address of the abandoned property and then going back and skip tracing to find that owner's information. All right, you can call the owner, contact them, knock on the door, send them a letter, get in touch with them. Hey, I noticed your property is completely falling apart. Do you want to sell it? What price would you be looking to sell? If I told you I was a cash buyer, no inspections, no mortgage contingency, what's the best price you can give me, okay? It's a bit of a crapshoot. You're gonna be driving around, writing down a bunch of addresses of abandoned properties, trying to call them up and contact them, but I have wholesalers and young hustlers that do great with this. They bring me amazing deals. We've made a lot of money together. I know a wholesaler that just drives around all day, writes down abandoned addresses, and calls the owners all day, 9 to 5, and he is making a lot of money, okay? He's 22 years old. He said, my buddies out of college are making $40,000, $50,000 a year. He's gonna make double that this year because he knows how to drive for dollars. And 6 months ago, we were joking about how he just drives around, writes down abandoned properties, and cold calls people. It's kind of not, a ton of fun, but it's not that bad either. And he's great at it and does well. We make a lot of money together. So driving for dollars, if you're a rookie, is a great way to get started, especially if you don't have any money. So you can team up with a guy like me. I'll put up the deposit money. I'll get the contract going. I'll bring in the buyer, and we split the profits. So a pretty good deal for him as well. But he brings me great deals. So, pocket listings. I'm talking about realtors now, okay? Another great source of deals is pocket listings. Ideally, the deal we had, the 14 unit in Berkeley Heights, that gentleman was a broker, so you could call that a pocket listing. So we do look for pocket listings. We connect with brokers and realtors and REO agents that have great deals and properties for sale. The problem with a realtor is their job is to get top dollar. The more they sell it for, the more their commission is, the happier their client is. So, you know, a lot of realtors don't necessarily have your best interests in mind, but some of them do, and most of them are kind of stuck in the middle one way or another. So just understand with the pocket listing, you know, who's representing who, what is the best price you can get it to, how many people is he marketing it to, and how good of a deal is he. Comes right to you and says, this is the best price I can get you, then there's actually rules if he can't do that as a listing agent, of course. But pocket listings can be a great source of discounted real estate if you're connected with the right brokers and realtors and you're on their forefront and you're contacting them consistently and they know, oh yes, Aaron, he calls me all the time, he took me out to lunch, I like him, I like doing business with him. You know, people like doing business with you, they'll bring you their listings first, and that's a big place to be. Rookie wholesalers. So this kind of goes hand in hand with driving for dollars. A good rookie wholesaler who's running around hustling and doesn't have a buyer's list yet can be a great source of great deals. I know that a lot of rookie wholesalers are very frustrating. They don't really know what they're talking about. They're really, you know, just bringing you a bunch of crap. But some of these guys do have what it takes to get it done. Some of these wholesalers are out there bringing me good deals, and a lot of them are a waste of time, and I'll recognize that hopefully very quickly. But for the most part, a good rookie wholesaler who doesn't have a buyer's list and you're his main buyer, that's a great resource for you as an established wholesaler or buyer. Okay, so if you're looking to buy good properties, try dealing with some rookie wholesalers that you meet at these networking events. And these rookie wholesalers are going to be able to hopefully bring you the deal. If they don't have any other person to give it to, well, all of a sudden, there's no competition, okay? If they have a really crappy buyer's list and you're the only real buyer on it, and he's going to come right to you with the deals, all of a sudden, you found yourself a great source of deals with no competition. There's two ways to get great deals. Get rid of the competition so you're the only one buying it, which is very hard. Of course, you're either direct to the seller, but they can go online or talk to your competitors. You know, or, you know, the idea here, the auctions, if there's no one else in the room like there was years ago, you could do well, now it's much harder. But if you can work with rookie wholesalers who have no other buyers and no other serious buyers on your level, you can be their main buyer. They're gonna come right to you because they know you're good for it, and they're gonna give you a good price on it because they're rookie wholesalers, they just wanna get the deal done, okay? And you're also bringing a great value to them by buying their property and knowing how to move the transaction and making sure they get closed and they get paid. So, by working with rookie wholesalers, you can find some good deals. Having pocket listings from realtors, they bring them to you first, that's a great source. Driving for dollars, if you're new and you don't have a lot of capital, drive for dollars, write down abandoned addresses, skip trace, contact those sellers, find out what the best price is for their home, bring it to a guy like me, make some money. Okay, your network, that's where I find most of my deals right now. I'm constantly networking, I raise capital, and I find properties for sale through my network. It's endless source of wealth. Out-of-state owners, direct mail pieces. Your mail piece is as important as your list and your consistency. Okay, there's a lot of factors that go into creating successful direct mail, and often your direct mail campaign company will help guide you through that. All right, distressed tax lien sales, another way to get discounted properties. Make sure you're focusing on inner city areas that kind of allow you to do accelerated foreclosure processes or have a lot of properties for sale so you're not overbid and there's not enough properties for everyone to go around. So we do like distressed tax sales in some distressed cities, and it's called sheriff sale auctions. All right, sheriff sale auctions happen in every county in America. It's part of our how our system works, and it's a great way when these properties go to the chopping block to be able to buy a property, you know, usually at a discount. There are risks to it. There could be some things on title you're not aware of, and you're putting up a non-refundable deposit generally, but that's a whole other video. But buying sheriff sale auction properties is a great source of discounted real estate. So if you want to find a steal of a deal, guys, keep tuning into our videos. We do them every Friday at 8 a.m. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. We focus on real estate. My name's Aaron Fragnito. I own People's Capital Group with my business partner, Seth Martinez. We do about one real estate syndication every quarter. That's buying one apartment building every quarter. And we wholesale about 60 to 70 properties a year on the residential side. So we have a pretty nice business of residential wholesale properties where you could buy a fixer-upper for sale in New Jersey and take the plunge, or you can invest passively in an apartment building and collect a nice cash flow check every quarter. Aaron Fragnito, People's Capital Group. I'll see you next Friday at 8 a.m.